Okay, so to do this, I think I'm going to put it into a JavaScript object, a JSON object, because I think that that's going to be the best way to do it. So I'm going to actually create a new file. I'm going to say touch. I'm going to say the past time. No. What should we call it? This is going to be like the schedule. Okay, past schedule. Schedule.js. Okay, so if we list what's in here now, and again, when I'm saying list what's in here now, we're just saying that, like, if you go into the folder, it's got the index and the JS. And, it's better to put the JavaScript files into their own separate folder. So I'm going to go make directory, and I'm going to say JS, and then I'm going to move the past schedule to the JS, and I'm going to make it past schedule. Okay, so now if I open JS past schedule, I'll have this empty JSON file. And so I want to call this the past schedule. I'm going to say let past schedule equal an object. Now I'm thinking, do we make it an object or an array? No, I want to make it an array because I want it to be enumerated, right? I want it to be like, first off, we're doing our swim, and then we have a rest schedule. Then we do this, then we do this, then we do this. An object would work better if order was unimportant, but I think order is important. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to make it an array. And so the first thing I want to just say is within each array, I'm going to create an object. And so we're going to have each workout in here. And so I want to format it like this. So this would be kind of like, now we've got two blank spaces for the workouts. I'll call it title, and then we'll call this one a 25-meter underwater swim. 25-meter underwater swim. It's interval. We could call this a interval. We're going to set that at 3. I wonder if we should do that. Yeah, we should do this all based on minutes. So instead of saying, we should do it based on seconds. So instead of saying 3 minutes, I'm going to say it's 60, 120, 180, 180 seconds. So we're going to have our intervals all in seconds, so it's easy to calculate. Cool. And the intervals 3 minutes. There. Okay, cool. And we're going to say that, call this one our first underwater swim, and then our second 25-meter underwater swim. This one also has a interval of 180. Okay, so now after these two underwater swims, there's a 30-minute rest. So let's go, if I can open up a new window in here and I can go node, 30 times 60 is 1800 second rest. So our next element in the past schedule, again, I'm building an object, so I'm going to say title first rest. And then our interval is going to be equal to 1800. And now we're going to keep going with this. So I'm going to create another object. The title is going to be 1.5 mile run. And the interval is going to be 10 minutes and 10 seconds. So 10 times 60, oh, that's obviously 600. So 610 seconds of an interval of rest between the mile run and the pull-ups. And then, okay, cool. So I'm just going to keep going like this. So this is going to be the mile run. the run, the rest, the pull-ups, the rest, the sit-ups, the rest, the push-ups. Okay, and now I'm just going to go back through here and do them. Push-ups. Requirement. What should we call that? Yeah, because the sit-ups have a required. What do they call it on here? The sit-ups, minimum rest, repetitions. Repetitions is the right word. Okay, repetitions. With the push-ups, the repetition requirement is 52. Cool. And now I'm just going to add that. The 1 minute run. There's a duration there. Oh, wait, no. This is the rest. This is rest. And this is probably like 5th rest, right? 1, 2. Okay, so I'm going to start from the top. We've got our first rest here. After 3-minute intervals, and then a swim. Okay, so this is not right. There's actually 25-meter underwater swim at 3-minute intervals. 1, 2, 3, and then 30-minute rest. Oh, and then a 500-meter swim. Okay, so I missed the swim. So I'm going to add here a 500-meter freestyle swim. And the interval for this is 607 seconds. And then you get our first rest for 30 minutes. 500-meter swim. I guess there's no rest in between. Maybe you get 3-minute intervals. 3 minutes is kind of a long time to swim across a pool. Maybe that's what that was. Anyways, for now we'll just do this. I'm going to set it up so that there's a button that says like move on to next exercise later. So if you're, if you swim across the pool, you swim 25 meters in 2 minutes, and then you jump in or then you do the next swim in 2 minutes later, and you've got 2 minutes left, you can click the next button and go into your 5-minute swim. And then you first rest for 30 minutes. And then you've got your 1.5 mile run, which you need to do in 610 seconds. And then this is your second rest. And that's the rest between your run and your pull-ups. That's a 10-minute rest, so that's 600 seconds for 10 minutes. And then you've got a 1.5 mile run. And then this is the interval in under 10 minutes and 10 seconds. 1.5 mile run. Next one is a 10-minute rest. And here we go, second, third rest. 4, 10. Is that right? Between the 1.5 miles? Yes, for 10 minutes. And 10 minutes is a 600-second interval, third rest. And then we're going to do, after the 1.5 mile run, we do pull-ups. And this one's going to need a repetition count. The repetitions for the pull-ups is greater than 10. And 10-minute pull-ups in 10 minutes, the repetitions, you get 2 minutes. So your interval is 2 minutes, so 120 seconds. 1.5 mile run. Okay, the 1.5 mile run also has a interval of 210. Okay, cool, we got that. 5 mile run, pull-ups, 10 repetitions in 120 seconds. After the pull-ups, you get a 2-minute rest. 2 minutes, 2 times 60 is 120. And we're going to call this the fourth rest for 2 minutes. Okay, the fourth rest for 2 minutes, that's after the pull-ups. And then we're going to do fourth rest, pull-ups, sit-ups, push-ups. I'm gonna just add it in here. Oops. So after our pull-ups, we need to do sit-ups. And so I can just add that in here like that, sit-ups. And we need to do repetitions. For the sit-ups is 54. Push-ups and sit-ups are the same? That seems crazy. And the sit-ups interval, what's the sit-ups interval? Sit-ups interval in 2 minutes, so 160 seconds. Or 120 seconds. Sit-ups. And then we need to add another rest in here. Fifth rest for 2 minutes. Fifth rest for 2 minutes, and then we do 52 push-ups with a 2 interval of 610. That can't be right. Your push-ups, 2 minutes. So, wow. 60 times 2, 120. Okay, so now we have an object which has essentially the cadence of rhythm of the number of seconds that and everything that you need to go through this workout. So if we were